Hi, I'm Scott Sheldon, and welcome to this episode of Winegazer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, I'm back, finally. After a long hiatus, I've been working and traveling and just haven't had enough time to devote to the blog. I apologize, but I'm back in the saddle. A long overdue episode on rosé wines coming at you. So, this is a category right now that you should be really getting into if you haven't already. Right now in California, it's summertime, it's in the 80 degrees, and I can't think of anything better than a lip-smacking rosé wine to quench the thirst. So, it's one of these categories, go back 10 years, in California, it's kind of a joke really. No one took these wines seriously. It was kind of an afterthought. Just kind of the joke of the wine world. Fast forward to present day, and now, in Los Angeles, you're seeing these wines in reputable wine shops. You're seeing them on wine lists of, all these extraordinary restaurants. The big sommeliers are saying, these are weapons you should have in your wine and food pairing arsenal because they're so versatile. And so I'm personally glad to see it, that, our views have been changing. And I was just in Wally's wine shop, over in West Los Angeles a few weeks ago. And two of the most sought after wines right now both happen to be rosé wines, which I thought was pretty cool. So I decided let's feature them both on the show. I wanted to do an episode on rosé wines anyhow, and let's just see what the hype's all about on these two wines. So, let's start things off with a 2012 Château Miraval joint venture from Mark Perrin of the Perrin family. You might know them from Château Castle, joining up with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, also known as Brangelina. This wine rolls in at $24 US. It is a blend of Grenache, Syrah, Cinsault, and Roll. Beautiful label. It's my understanding Brad Pitt and Angelina had some, design influence. They consulted with the Perrin family on the design of the bottle, the blending sessions, that kind of thing. So, a factoid for you about how that whole thing went down. So, Château Miraval, the Pitt family acquired the property in 2008. For years, it was a recording studio. Bands like Pink Floyd, AC/DC, UB40, The Cure, Sade, all made albums there. In fact, Pink Floyd recorded parts of the iconic album The Wall at that studio. In fact, it's my understanding that Brad Pitt actually wanted to call the wine Pink Floyd, but I guess the name didn't stick. I don't know, maybe the Perrin family didn't like it. Who knows? So, check out the color of the wine. Nice pinkish copper color. We've had these wines open, for about a half hour. They were at cellar temperature, mid-50s, low 50s, that kind of thing. Let's get some air into this. This region, though, Provence, great wine destination region. If you haven't been to that part of the world, it is a great alternative to going to the more stuffy places like Bordeaux and Burgundy. People not always associate Provence with great wines. They think about, the great shellfish and seafood being in close proximity to the Mediterranean Sea. In fact, it's the most southern winemaking region in France. I mean, if you go any further, you're going to hit the French Riviera and be out in the ocean, be out in the Mediterranean Sea down there. People also think of the lovely scenery. Painters like Van Gogh, Cézanne, Picasso, Matisse, they all flock to this area to paint the dramatic landscapes. So, but they are also being known more and more around the world for making great wines, not only rosé wines, which are the choice wines to be served with the Mediterranean cuisine, but also for still white and red wines as well. So, let's give it a smell, see what's going on in here. So nice minerality coming through. You also have some nice dried apricot flavors. There's some red fruit components as well. Picking up some cherries and raspberries, that kind of thing. Pretty nice on the nose. Oh, the other thing too about Provence is pretty interesting is during the holidays, their national dish is garlic aioli, which is like a mayonnaise that is made with fresh eggs and olive oil and fresh garlic, and they use it as a condiment on like everything. And the dentist shops actually close during the holidays, and they put up these big signs that say closed due to aioli, because they don't even want to see you after you've been eating all that during the holidays. They'll see you after your breath has calmed down a little bit. Let's give it another smell. Very nice, this classic aromas that you would find in a rosé wine. That got the minerality, got those stone fruit, red fruit flavors. Very nice. Let's give it a little taste. Pretty good acidity, pretty nice, light-bodied mouthfeel. Got some good fruit flavors, red fruit flavors. You got again, some red raspberries, some sour cherries coming through. You got a citrus component as well. You got like a kind of a tangerine orange component. It's pretty nice. Let's give it another taste. There's something going on in the finish that I really like. It's kind of like a flinty, little bit of steel, smoky kind of thing that is really intriguing, that kind of adds another dimension that I'm really enjoying. Wine Spectator went 90 out of 100 on this wine. I'm going to go 3 out of 5 stars. Great start to the show. Nice effort by Château Miraval. They're going to have a white wine coming out towards the end of the summer, and a couple reds, I understand, in 2014. So look for that. Let's move things around. So now we're going to go to Napa Valley, 2012. Robert Sinskey, Vin Gris of Pinot Noir, coming from the Carneros region, rolls in at $28 US, 13.1% alcohol. So again, all the fruit, Pinot Noir, coming from Carneros. Nice, tall, slender bottle, kind of a Riesling bottle, and you can probably see a little bit of the effervescence, little small bubbles coming up on this wine. Pretty nice. Let's give it a pour. I must admit, I have never had any wines by Robert Sinskey. I've seen them around in the shops. I know that this wine they've been making for a couple decades. It is a popular blend that, limited production and is sought after. Nice copper color, not as much pink coming through as the first wine, and I can see small little effervescent bubbles roaming around. Don't know if you can, but looks nice. All right, let's give it a smell. Wow, that's just an explosion of fruit going on in this wine. You got some grapefruit and orange. You got like fresh peaches, a lovely strawberry component, like really ripe strawberries. I'm sorry, I'm just like a little blown away by the fruitiness of this wine. Wow, it's just so fresh and fruity. It's just lovely. There's a real nice basil component that's playing really well with the fruit. I mean, I love the whole basil strawberry thing. I think that's a great ice cream. If you ever want to make a strawberry ice cream, put a little basil in it. Good stuff right there. Very nice on the nose. Let's give it another smell. There's a good earthiness about this wine too, kind of a topsoil, mushroomy kind of thing going on that I like. It's not barnyardy, but just a little bit in the background, a little bit of dirtiness to it. I like it. Let's give it a taste. Just Just an explosion of strawberry and peach goodness on the palate. Mouth-watering acidity. This is a beautiful wine. It's really well made. There's some serious action on the mid palate. The finish is still going. The acidity, like I said, it just doesn't quit. Oh man, this is lovely. This wine's got some grit too. It's got some tannins to it. I mean, you could definitely lay this wine down for a while as well. And you know what I like about the finish on this wine is as you kind of start getting towards, you know, the end of the finish, these stone fruit flavors kind of start to dissipate, and you're left with this really like beautiful candy-esque raspberry goodness that reminds me of the way a really nice Pinot Noir red wine from California sometimes finishes, and that is just gorgeous. I don't know what the critics say about this wine, but I think it's dynamite, and I'm going 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think it's definitely a wine not to be missed, and I think food pairing wise, you could even go towards the red meat spectrum, maybe like a steak salad or some steak tacos. I don't know, steak salad, a burger, you know, that kind of thing. Some kebabs. I think it would be a home run. Definitely. And I think the sommeliers, you know, they're right on the money in terms of food pairing. These wines, both of them, you could put them up against Mexican food, Asian food, Thai food, Indian food, you know, spicy food, foods with lots of vegetables and herbs. And they would definitely hold their own. So definitely, you know, something to keep in mind when you're planning on, you know, pairing wines with foods. Very versatile wines right here. So I'd like to hear from you. You know, you drinking any rosé this summer? Tell me about it. Scroll down. Comment below. Tell me what you're eating with it as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry about the hiatus. Definitely looking to get some more content on a weekly basis, and hope I compelled you to maybe try one of these rosé wines this summer. So thanks for tuning in. Till next time, cheers.